Now Demetrius Andrade is saying that I'm at 160. Canelo can't run from this. It's your boy CJ Goodfella back with the Boston Clinic. Let me clear something up real quick. Demetrius Andrade promoter did rebuttal to Sergey Derevianchenko's team claim of him turning down the fight with that IBF #1 contender. Says that it was actually 4 weeks and it was 4 weeks out when they heard about the fight. Said that HBO was in agreement with Team Andrade about pulling out the fight, and it was crazy for them to try to make December 16th fight in such a short date. Said that Sergey had some manager and promotional clashes, and they don't know what's going on. They said that Derevianchenko is tailor-made for Andrade. They'll take that fight, and it should happen in the first quarter. We shall see. I don't know who to believe. I don't know if, with Lou DiBella, if he was lying, because Sergey Derevianchenko, whatever the guy's name is his fighter. I don't know. I don't know Shevchenko's track record for BSing. And they asked, Demetrius Andrade, a promoter asked Star Boxing or Banner Boxing, one of the two. I think he co-promoted by both. The guy said, why isn't Shevchenko fighting December 16th? Obviously because he wants to fight Demetrius Andrade next in the first quarter. But Andrade has a track record for being a little prancy little prick. But if he didn't feel I'm pretty sure, I'm definitely sure 4 weeks wasn't enough. So I feel him if that's the case. If it was 7 weeks, it seems like a people's timeline is messed up. If the fight happens, then we know that Andrade wasn't scared. Simply put it that way. If it doesn't happen, and we know what it was, then Shevchenko's team and Lou DiBella was telling the truth. But now he says that he's at he got a contract with HBO that Canelo Alvarez can't run anymore, and he says it's funny how I got stripped for inactivity, and then Canelo prances right on up and take the WBO belt. Maybe Canelo wasn't trying to fight him. Remember, he was calling on Canelo, but at the end of the day, nobody has any hard feelings for Andrade when it comes to getting big fights. I say that because he made a lot of dumb business decisions. He's right up there with the dumb business decision greats of all time. I'm talking about Andre Ward and him. They're like neck and neck. You was inactive. You got stripped for being inactive. You could have moved up and fought Matt Korobov. You cried and pulled out of that, said the money wasn't enough to go to 160. You could have put yourself in position to have a title and fought Triple G and beat Canelo already. But you chose to be scary. And followed this guy's career very closely. Pulled out the Charlo, Talked about Erislandy Lara. That fell out. Somebody asked me, well, where was these fights that Demetrius Andrade pulled out of? Plenty of them. More one is enough. 2, it's a lot. 3, you fucking duck goose. He put out 3 basically. 3 fights fell apart because of this clown. He crying about money all the time. You got to move your hands. Like, you know what I'm saying? You got to move your hands to fight. You got to get in the ring and fight. And that ain't what he doing. You think Canelo give a damn about fighting Demetrius Andrade? What credit does Canelo give for beating Andrade amongst casual fans? What credit does he give versus hardcore fans if he fought Demetrius Andrade anytime soon? This guy ain't active. He ain't beat nobody in years. Who, Willie Nelson? Willie Nelson? That's who he beat. Montez Fox? That's who he beat. Think that move Canelo? You think Canelo thinking about this off the suit rack wearing motherfucker Demetrius Andrade? Canelo wear tailor-made suits. He getting money. Not thinking about him. And people say, oh, you a pro-black channel. No, I'm a pro-boxing channel. I'm a pro-real motherfucker channel. And I'm going to tell you the goddamn truth. Maybe Canelo wasn't the most seeking Demetrius Andrade fight, but why would he? What does this guy bring to the table other than hype? He's a hype. Until he start actually fighting on a regular basis. You feel me? Period. Canelo a fucking boss. Canelo ain't got time to be, dealing with this guy. He signed up to fight, then, the money not good enough, or I injured my shoulder, my knee. Nobody got time for Demetrius Andrade BS. If he's become more active and he put himself in position for the fans to know, a lot of casual fans to know who he is, and to live up to his potential coming out the amateurs and Olympics, then the fight will happen. Period. Canelo not going to run from this guy. He's a very talented individual. Could he beat Canelo? Absolutely, if he stays active. Absolutely. He got a lot of talent. A lot of talent. But I question his heart. I question his ability to want to compete. And I got to question your ability to compete on a high level in your heart. That's a shame. That's a shame. You know, this guy, it's always some shit about him pulling out or the money not enough or his schedule messed up. You know, for a guy that fights once every blue moon, you know, his money, he must do a lot of good investing with his money because he don't feel the want and need to fight. He ain't even hungry. You know, somebody like Jamal and Jamil Charlo, they hungry. You know, Golovkin, he hungry. Danny Jacobs, he hungry. You know, these middleweights and junior middle, they hungry. Andrade, I don't think he hungry. You know, even after the stagnant career and all this shit pulling up on people with their press conferences, seeming like he hungry. At the end of the day, he ain't hungry. And if I'm Canelo Alvarez, I'm not thinking about this guy. This dude is a bug on the windshield, and I'm going to hit my windshield wiper fluid and hit my windshield wipers and wipe his ass right on off. If he puts himself in position to compete with me and become my mandatory or become my peer and look me eye to eye or come close to look me eye to eye, we'll make the fight happen. You know, if the fight happen, I don't know who I would pick. It depends how active Demetrius Andrade is, how good he look versus elite competition. You know, will he get past that Derevianchenko guy? I don't know. I haven't seen a lot of Shevchenko. I've seen bits and pieces of the Derevianchenko Johnson fight. I don't know. You know, it's funny that, you know, HBO, when he was calling out, popping off at the mouth with Jamal Charlo, he ain't popping off. They ain't popping that shit off no more, is he? You know, it is what it is, man. He went back and forth with Laura over social media all these years. You know, he pulled up on Jamal Charlo fight first, pulled out of the fight with one of the Charlo brothers. I mean, nobody take this guy serious, man. But it's a little cult of hardcore East Coast fans, man. We gone.